nation. No donation, no salvation.
And remember, respect is everything.
And we're back. So, I'm sorry it took such a long, hiatus, if you want to call it that. The reality was, I was working on stuff for the channel, and this was one of those things. But today we're looking at Lugnut. So yes, this is kind of... It's weird. So it is based on the character Lugnut, like the one that appeared in animated, but the design is more inspired by the Hunt for the Decepticons version, because I just think the design on that one was way cooler with the green and the many colors it had. But I did, use what I had available, so again, it's not going to be perfect. Not to mention, this is one of my few builds that doesn't use 100% ball joints. There are actually a few traditional parts in this, so look forward to that. Even though, ironically, I did just buy ball joints recently, so oh well. I'll use them for the next build. But let's look at the weapon first. So the weapon is... I don't know how to explain it. It was kind of inspired by that one weapon from Gears of War where it had the chainsaw on the end of the gun. But it's not a chainsaw, it's just a sword in this case. I don't know, I thought the idea of a big gun slash, blade weapon was cool, so I kind of made my own take on it. Granted, it doesn't have the magazine like, that gun did. It's just kind of based on the concept rather than the aesthetic, so there's the weapon, and yes, this can move. Not that it really should, but, it can if you wanted to. Let's look at Lugnut's actual jet mode. Or in this case, it's a giant freaking bomber. Holy crap, look at this thing. I mean, it's huge. Which is ironic, because he's not very tall in robot mode, but, I mean, you wouldn't know that unless I told you. But, yes, so the colors are kind of a mishmash, because I didn't really have everything I needed. So, I did make sure to include plenty of caution stripes. For the lack of green, I added a lot of gray and some highlights of purple. So, very Lugnut colors, although I won't lie, that looks like Waspinator's face on the top of the plane there, but it is what it is. So, there's the jet mode. Not much else to it, so I wanted another plane transformer, so I figured why not Lugnut, since he's kind of a fan favorite from many. So here's kind of my take on him. But let's get to transformation. Alright, start with transformation. Let's go ahead and, well here, let's start with the, oh wow, this is going to be difficult, because, like I said, I'm not using a tripod right now, because I just don't feel like setting that thing up every time I want to do a video, so, fold the legs up. I just noticed he's missing his feet. Alright, no biggie, I found some pieces for the feet. I knew I forgot something, but it wouldn't be one of my videos if I didn't, so at least now I don't have to update the build later, just for the feet. I do have to update the photos though when I do retake them, so that's gonna suck. So anyway, there's the legs, so they're done. For the arms, you gotta fold them out. Fold them around the wing. Is the only downside. The wings, they don't really properly fold back. I'm sure I could have found a way, but I just couldn't be bothered. So there's one arm done. We're gonna need some elevation here, so give me one moment, please. Do the same thing for the... Oh! Yeah, I forgot he's not very stable. Pull the arm out. Rotate it around the wing. Fold that back. Okay. Go ahead and stand him up. I guess you can bend the elbows if you want to. Fold the wrists forward. And the elbows again. You can get a more natural stance for the shoulders. They're not very stiff, so they're just going to flop over anyway. Finally, rotate the head forward. And there he is in his robot mode, and I need to get more height on this. Here is Lugnut in his robot mode, and I think it looks great. Sorry if you're having a hard time seeing all of him in frames. The reality is, I'm not using my tripod right now, because like I said, I hate having to set that thing up every time I want to do a video. Let's give him his weapon, if I can remember where I left it. Yeah, it is right here to the side. Which side did I put the hand? I mean, you could literally just pop it off and put it on any side you want to, but since I have a weird thing for left-handed shooters, let's put it on this hand. Alright, so it just plugs right into the hand. Anyway, there he is holding his weapon. Took me a little bit of finagling, but he is posable enough to hold it, so there it is in his hand. There's really not much else to cover, so until next time, you all have a good one.
Hallelujah! Another soul saved!